What is going on, guys? Jack here, and I'm back with another episode of West Ham Weekly. Now, we have had a brilliant last couple of days, maybe even weeks, at West Ham, and I'm going to conclude it all here today, just talking about West Ham. So the first game we're talking about is the Liverpool game. We ended 50 plus years of hurt at Anfield with a 3-0 victory. It was a long time coming, and I just want to review the game. Now, we did have a weird selection but we played perfectly to our strengths. Randolph in goal, Cresswell, Ogbonna, Reed, Tompkins. I'm going to talk about Tompkins in a minute. We did then play Noble, Kouyaté, Payet, Lanzini, I want to say Obiang and Sacco. Actually, the starting lineup has gone from my head, but I think that was the team. So impressed. Obiang is a real talent. I really do like him. It's a shame because now we've got Alex Song in. There's going to be more competition for spaces, and I'll get into that also. I'm going to do that little segment at the end. But yeah, Obiang, a real talent. I really do enjoy watching him. Mark Noble is a great player. Payet, what more can you say about him? Just awesome. A raw talent. He is just unreal. Kouyaté played out on the wing. Well, you know, centre attack and midfield, but on the right. And he looked awesome too. And Lanzini, my word, what a player he is. What a great player. We might have played 3 in midfield, Obiang, Kouyaté. I think we played the 4-2-3-1, but many people were saying we're playing the 4-3-2-1 with Payet and Lanzini. Push further up the pitch, as kind of playing like as a left forward and right forward. But I think the team played really well, in all honesty. We played perfectly on the counter-attack, and we did what Slaven wanted us to do. Like he said, we parked the bus, but we didn't put the handbrake on, and we hit him on the counter-attack, and we hit him hard, and we won 3-0 by the end of it. But James Tompkins, special shout-out goes to him. Been phased out of the team, it would seem, with Carl Jenkinson coming in. Carl Jenkinson got sent off after a diabolical display against AFC Bournemouth, and he's coming to the side, and he's played fantastically, in all honesty. And when he has played right back, he's done the job. Played right back against Arsenal, won 2-0. Played right back against Liverpool, and we won 3-0. James Tompkins might be the answer to our right back problems. He's a very solid player there. Obviously, he doesn't bring the mobility that Jenkinson plays, so obviously the pace getting up the pitch and getting the crossing, but he's very solid at right back. Is he the answer to our problems? I'm not too sure. Is Jenkinson the better option? Probably on his day. He probably is, but so far this season, Tompkins has been the better choice at right back, in my honest opinion. But yeah, the 3-0 win was brilliant. Lanzini definitely takes home my man of the match award. Dimitri Payet again was incredible. Mark Noble did get sent off, but it has since been rescinded because it was... What the hell was that? That wasn't a foul. That was the worst decision I've seen this season. And obviously Coutinho did get sent off. I don't know if that's been rescinded, but I think it should have been a sending off. Payet absolutely sold him and proved that he's one of the top talents that has joined this league, Dimitri Payet. I really enjoyed watching him this season. He's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a while since I've seen a player like that at West Ham where you just think, wow, this guy is quality. He can take us to the next level. And I think Dimitri Payet can do that. I think he is unreal. But the 3-0 win against Liverpool was brilliant, and we do get 6 points in our opening 4 games of the season. The question is that good enough for West Ham United? I think it is. I think now we've made some really good signings, which we'll talk about in a minute, but we've done brilliantly. We have done absolutely brilliantly. Moving on to transfer deadline day. It was one of the best transfer deadline days we've had, maybe ever. We did kick things off with the loan signing of Alex Song finally being confirmed after it being teased for the whole transfer window. Many would argue it's been a done deal for a very long time, but I think West Ham have been very smart with this. We don't want to pay Alex Song's wages. I've said this before, for all the time he's injured. Why let Barcelona pay it? They've got the money, and then bring him in on transfer deadline day, the last possible time we can bring him in, and then pay the least wages that we can pay. I think it's a brilliant move. I think it's a brilliant move for the club. I think Alex Song is going to add some real quality to this side, like he did last season. If we can get that format he was in at the start of last season, we're laughing. We're absolutely laughing. With him and Kouyaté and CDM, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I really do. If Slaven plays his 4-2-3-1 formation, Kouyaté and Song are the perfect players to have in that centre defence midfield spot. But yeah, brilliant. Next sign we did make was Nikita Jelavic. Obviously, Aubameyang did depart the club. And we did replace him with Nikita Jelavic. And I think it's not a like for like. I think Jelavic may be a little bit better than Miaga in terms of the Barclays Premier League experience. Now, Jelavic knows what the goal is. He's worked under Slaven Bilic before, and he's going to work hard for him. I think it's a win situation for us. You know, you got rid of Maiga, you got Jelavic, and he's going to be our 5th choice striker, 4th choice striker, whatever you want to look at it like that. You know, he's not going to get in the head of the team ahead of Sacco, Carroll, Valencia, maybe not even Mauro Zarate. But yeah, I think it's a really good deal for West Ham, and I'm happy with Nikitas Jelavic coming into the club. Next one we did have was Victor Moses coming on loan. Did sign a new 4-year contract at Chelsea before joining West Ham on loan, and I think, don't look into that. I think if we want Victor Moses at the end of this deal, it's because Chelsea want to bump up the price for him. I think we could have a real opportunity of getting Victor Moses at the end of this season on a permanent transfer if he performs, and I think he will. Many people have said that he was the standout player in Chelsea's pre-season, and I have to agree. Seeing some of the snippets of him playing, he's a real dangerous player, and he's going to add so much quality to this West Ham side. I'm really happy with the sign of Victor Moses, and again, he just adds another dimension to the side, which we needed. We've lacked a good winger for quite a while now, and I'm glad he's coming to the squad. And the next player we did have to cap off a brilliant transfer deadline day, it was Michael Antonio coming into the club for a £7 million fee from Nottingham Forest, and I think that's a really good deal also. Nottingham Forest's player of the season, and he absolutely tore the Championship apart last year. You know, I believe he got 16 goals, 13 assists, something like that. He is awesome. He really is. And like I said, I think he can take the step up to the Barclays Premier League. It'd be interesting to see, but I think he can do it, in all honesty. He's an exciting player, and I can't wait to see what the future does hold for Antonio. But that does cap up a brilliant transfer deadline day for us, buying-wise. But to make it even more better, we did offload Matthew Jarvis, who did cost us £10 million, would you believe? We did offload him to Norwich City on loan. Hopefully he can rediscover some form there. I doubt it very much. He can't cross the ball, for Christ's sake. I don't know how he made a living with Wolves and got into the England side, because he's just looked diabolical the last few years. But yeah, capped off a brilliant transfer window for us in general, where we did sign the likes of Darren Randolph, Samuelson, Carl Jenkinson, Hendry, Obiang, Ogbonna, Payet, I know there's names in my head, Antonio Moses, Jelavic, Song. We have signed some really good players. If I missed any players out, I'm sure you guys will correct me, but I think they're the main ones I can think of. Lazzini, obviously. It has been an incredible transfer window for West Ham United. The best ever, in my honest opinion. For players that we brought in and the quality that we brought into the club, I am so happy with the deals we have made. We made the right choices. We really have. And obviously Kevin Owen did depart the club. He's been a great captain for the team, and I wish him all the best, but that's old news now. And I think everyone's had their say on that. And like I said, he's been a great captain for us, and I really do wish him the best. Moving on to the last part of this episode. Well, not the last part. We're going to look at the Newcastle game, but I think we'll do that next week, because obviously it is the international break. So next week we will look at the Newcastle game. For the last final bit of today's video, we will be looking at my potential West Ham squads that I think our strongest teams are. Now, I think West Ham have got so much depth in the squad, we can play two of our strongest sides. We've got two teams that can be possibly our strongest side. And the first team we're looking at here is on the screen. It is a 4-2-3-1, Slaven's preferred formation, with Adrian in net, Cresswell, Ogbonna, Reed and Tompkins at the back at the moment. Jenkinson can easily fit in there if he wants to. Kutane, Song in centre defence midfield, Moses on the wing with Payet in the middle and Antonio on the retrospective wing, Sacco up front. Do you think that's the best side West Ham can offer in that formation? Lazzini can also come in on the wing, and we see we can do that in his game against Liverpool. You know, he's a hard worker. But I think Antonio deserves a chance out there, and I think that team does look incredible. I'm looking at it now. That is an awesome team. It really is. That is an exciting team for me to look at. Really good. And I'll take you down to the other team we've got here. It is a 4-4-2 diamond. Sacco and Valencia up top. As always, a great partnership. We've seen it work out. It's the partnership that got us the top three last year. Payet, Kouyaté, Noble, Song. Obiang can easily fit in there along with Lazzini. I've got the bench here too, which players can easily fit in there. Obiang can easily fit in there, like I said. Emil Furtado can fit in there. Carroll can fit in there. Zarate, Jelavic. We've got them all there. But yeah, the midfield, that's a strong midfield in my honest opinion. With Kouyaté, Noble, Song and Payet. But if you even stick Obiang in there for Noble, we have got a tank of a midfield. We really do. That is a midfield that can outpower anyone, in my honest opinion. At the back, Jenkinson, Ogbonna, Reed, Cresswell and Adrian in net. It's a brilliant team. It really is. What do you guys think is the strongest West Ham side? Put in the comment section down below. I'd really be interested to hear. But that is going to bring an end to today's episode of West Ham Weekly. I hope you did enjoy it. If you have anything to talk about for the next episode, put in the comment section down below. I'd be very interested to see. I will use some of your guys' squad predictions in the comment section down below. Also, I will be reviewing them if you want to send them in to me. Just send it in the comment section down below. If you want to get involved in the forum, check out Hammer's chat in the description down below to you know, just talk with West Ham fans. It's free to join up to, so why not give it a try? As always, I hope you have a really nice day. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.